and its alleged benefits. A government that will not admit its mistakes and will not learn from its mistakes does not deserve to govern the country. My colleagues and I are here in Guwahati today to hold an open house consultation on the manifesto of the Congress Party for the forthcoming Lok Sabha elections. I invite the media to attend the open house this afternoon. Our aim is to listen to the people and reflect their goals and aspirations in the manifesto. The Congress Party believes that government is of the people, by the people, and for the people, and hence the manifesto must reflect the voices of the people. Our consultations are conversations with the people. Today we are happy that we have an opportunity to engage in a conversation with the people of Assam. A manifesto will serve two purposes. One, it will lay out a work program for 5 years and set out the goals that can be achieved in 5 years. Two, it will outline a vision for the future and the path that the country should take toward becoming a truly free, open, liberal, equal, inclusive, prosperous, just and humane society. The Congress is implacably opposed to the BJP, not because the BJP is a rival political party. It is because the BJP's vision of India is majoritarian, insular, exclusionary, discriminatory, oppressive, and illiberal. The BJP came to power on promises that it never intended to fulfill and which anyway it was incompetent to deliver. Many of those promises were jumlas. The BJP president, in a moment of candor, admitted that the promise to bring back the black money allegedly stashed abroad and deposit rupees 15 lakh in the bank account of every citizen was a chunani jumla. The other promises of the BJP have also vanished in thin air. I ask, where is the promise of creating 2 crore jobs a year? Where is the promise of doubling the farmer's income? Where is the promise of reducing the prices of food and fuel, especially the prices of petrol, diesel and LPG? Where is the promise of restoring the exchange value of the rupee to rupees 40 per US dollar? Where is the promise of creating world-class universities? Where is the promise of eliminating terrorism and militancy? Where is the promise of putting an end to alleged tax terrorism? Where is the promise of achieving double-digit GDP growth rate? Every promise has gone up in smoke. Nearing the end of its term, the BJP has resurrected the Hindutva agenda. On August 15, 2014, the Prime Minister had appealed to the people to put a moratorium of 10 years on all issues that were divisive and controversial. Today, that appeal has been forgotten, and the BJP, from the Prime Minister to Chief Ministers to ministers to party functionaries to pracharaks to supporters, has embraced Hindutva and has reopened every issue that is divisive, controversial and polarizing. It is our duty to caution the people that the BJP is taking the country on a path of conflict and economic disaster. Our immediate concern is the BJP government's determined efforts to wreck or capture crucial institutions of the country. The latest victim is the Reserve Bank of India. The Congress Party believes that RBI has a mandate to maintain monetary stability and nothing should be done to impair its ability to do so. It is clear that the BJP has no understanding of the role of the central bank and has no respect for the independence of the government. According to reports, the BJP government is planning to override the governor through the board of directors, on which the government has planted its hand-picked nominees. The immediate goal of the government is to lay its hands on the reserves of the RBI and appropriate a sum of at least 1 lakh crore rupees to meet its fiscal deficit target and to increase spending in an election year. The government has already taken the extraordinary step of invoking Section 7 of the RBI Act. I fear the worst at the next meeting of the board on November 19, 2018, and I consider it my duty to warn the people of the country of the catastrophic consequences of the BJP government's ill-conceived actions. I shall stop here and take your questions. Yes, you monitor. You ask who wants to ask questions. Yes.
One by one, Mike Graham.
Now you please identify.
You?
Yes.
Yes, Vikas. You please.
Ripun will call your name and then you can ask.
Sir, this is Vikas. I have one physical question and one so you, being a finance minister, able to verify. Is presently the old scheme of 90-10, which was made for special categories, still continuing? Because in some cases they say that they have not done away with the whole 90-10 scheme for now. And secondly, what do you foresee in the RBI board meeting? Is the government going to give up, or do you think and there is some impending economic crisis that is awaiting the country in the time to come, that will be the election?
See, under the UPA, special category states had a 90-10 dispensation. For centrally sponsored schemes, 90% was given by the central government and 10% was given by the state government. Tarun confirms that. But I think after the NDA took over, in many schemes, they have changed this 90-10 pattern to either 70-30 or 60-40, which means special category states will be affected. Since they don't have the resources, they can't put up their 30% or 40%. And if they don't put up their 30% or 40%, they will not get the central government's 70% or 60%. I think special category states have been affected. But since I don't have the numbers with me at the moment, I can't comment further. As far as the November 19 meeting is concerned, I fear the worst. As late as last night, my information is government is determined to pass a resolution at the board meeting directing the RBI to transfer a very large sum of money to the government. This has never happened before. RBI is not a limited company. RBI is not a normal board managed company. There is a board of directors, but the board of directors cannot be compared to the board of directors of any public limited company or private limited company. The board does not have operational responsibility. RBI is a central bank, and world over, central bank means governor. Let me repeat that. The world over, central bank means governor. Yes, the governor usually has a monetary policy committee to advise him on interest rate. But in all other matters, the governor is the RBI. But the BJP government doesn't seem to understand this fundamental quality of a central bank. And I'm told, as late as last night, I was told that they are determined to pass a resolution directing the RBI to transfer a very large sum of money something like 1 lakh crore of rupees. I think that will be a disaster. To answer your question, the governor has only 2 options. Either he complies and transfers the money, or he resigns. In either event, mark my words, in either event, the consequences will be catastrophic. It will be worse than demonetization.